Hey, Dad, what's wrong?
Danny, the Rem dog is gone.
Who's the Rem dog?
I'll tell you what, how about I teach you how to drag bunt, and then I'll tell you all about it. And then I'll tell you about Record Journal Athletes of the Week. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you may happen to be tuning in. I am Brian Carpenter, sports editor of the Meriden Record Journal, and welcome to Week 8 edition of Fall Record Journal Athletes of the Week. Week 8, Aaron, you know what that means? Week 8, it's the end of the line for fall. Regular season is pretty much in the books. We only have a night or two left as we film this early, bright and early Tuesday morning. Aaron, you got me up at the crack of dawn, brother. I hope I do well, bro. State tournaments are staring us in the face with putting a wrap on the fall series for Record Journal Athletes of the Week. We're going to have one last slate of candidates and some winners next week. For now, here are our winners from Week 7. Shawnee Kidd, tell me what you got.
This is Sean Krufsik, and we're here at Sheehan High School, and we're with our female athlete of the week, Riley Rutenauer. Riley, congratulations on being athlete of the week.
Thank you so much.
So tell me about being a goalie on Sheehan and what kind of year you guys had this year.
We had a good year. Everyone just worked together as a team. And, being a goalie, it's a hard position, but, I took it on my freshman year, and I love it. And I love being goalie. So.
Yeah. So what's the best part about being a goalie?
Being a goalie, I guess just, team camaraderie and everyone just always supporting me. And, it's my second year being goalie. So, the whole team just supports me and my friends and my family.
Yeah. So what were the biggest highlights of the year for you guys? I know you had that big win over Lyman Hall.
Yeah, the big win over Lyman Hall was definitely the highlight of our season. Everyone was just really fired up for that game because it's our rival team we play. So, that 4-0 win was just great for us.
Yeah, you had some big saves that game.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about some of the saves you had?
I had a lot of nice saves and
Yeah. I guess against Guilford, you had 22 saves against one of the top teams around. Yeah, tell me about that.
It was a hard game. Everyone was working their hardest, and I just tried my best out there. I was very focused during that game, and they're a hard team, so I just really put my best effort forward.
What are your strengths as a goalie?
Strengths as a goalie this year, definitely a lot more communication. Just telling people where to go if I see a player open. And just quick on my feet, fast reflexes. So,
how good can this team be in the next couple of years that you're in goal?
Well, we have a lot of younger players. So in the next years, the team is definitely going to be good, and we're just going to keep practicing and working our best.
What's your pregame ritual to get ready and mentally and physically ready?
We all just huddle up and we all just try to motivate each other, and we always just say put our best foot forward and just try our hardest.
So when did you first become a goalie, and how were you exposed to that position?
Well, my freshman year, there was one goalie, and our coach needed two, and she just was asking volunteers on the team, just if anyone wanted to try it out. So I was like, okay, I'll just try it out, and I decided to really like it, and I stuck with it, and now everyone's supporting me, and it feels really great.
So how does it feel that you got all this support to be Athlete of the Week?
It just feels really great. All my friends, my family, my teammates, my coach, everyone just is supporting me, and it just feels really good.
Awesome. Great. Thank you for your time today. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You did great.
Thank you.
Awesome. That'll wrap it up.
Riley, thank you for taking time to speak with Shawnee and Aaron the other day. Fine season for Miss Rutenauer and the Titans. Riley, only a sophomore. Looking forward to seeing what you do as a junior and senior kid. Thank you very much, and congratulations to you. Our boys winner. What do we got there, Shawnee Kidd?
All right, this is Sean Krufsik with Javon Thomas. He's our male athlete of the week here at Southington High. Congratulations on being athlete of the week.
Thank you.
Yeah, so what does it mean to you to be selected?
It means a lot to me because ever since my sophomore year, when I first stepped on the varsity field, I always wanted to become the best. So all the hard work, it's nice to see all the hard work that I put in paid off.
Yeah. Tell me about that night you had against Manchester, the 4 touchdowns and the big night.
It felt great getting the first one, and then after I brought off the second one for the 56 yards, it just felt really great. So we kept on getting the ball more, and I kept on scoring more, and I ended up with 4.
Yeah, tell me about your style as a runner.
I'm like a big runner, but I can also move, which really helps me, because if I'm in the open field, I can either juke or I can truck, so nobody knows what's going to really come out of me.
Yeah. You like running people over?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a few good trucks and a few nice broken tackles for some good yards on the game.
What's it been like being a part of this team this year?
It's felt great, you know. It was kind of a hard start due to us not having a season last year and not many of us being like starters from our junior year. So this is a lot of our like first varsity start, including mine. So seeing us all build together as a team is really nice.
Yeah, tell me about that adjustment. What's it been like being your first varsity experience?
You know, I still get nervous sometimes, but after the first play, I'm in my zone and ready to do what I do.
How long have you been a running back? A while?
Not actually a while.
Yeah.
Started my first like good year of running back was my JV year, which is when I was a sophomore. When I was in Pop Warner, I was a lineman and then transferred to a fullback. And right when I came to the high school is when, and freshman year I also didn't start, so sophomore year was my first running back like performance.
What does it feel like, you know, to have so much support and so many people vote for you?
It feels great to know I got the whole team and the town on my back, really supporting me throughout the way.
Awesome, very good. Thank you so much for your time today. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.
All right, awesome. Very good. That'll wrap it up.
Javon, thank you for taking time to speak with Shawnee before practice the other day. Of course, Javon and the Blue Knights, 6-1, number 8 in the state poll, at least the coaches poll I saw last night, number 6 in the Class XL rankings. They'll look to make it 7-1 Friday night up in Simsbury. Javon, congratulations to you. You are our third Blue Knight to be nominated and to win. What a streak going for the Blue Knights. Will it continue this week? We'll see. I know who the nominees are. Do you know who they are, Aaron? You do. Let's get on with it, brother man. Here we go. Our final 6 for the fall 2021 season. We're going to start in way yonder in Wallingford. Last Wednesday, Lyman Hall, Sheehan boys soccer game to close the season. Rivalry matchup. Sheehan looking to earn a season split. Lyman Hall looking to complete a season sweep. Sheehan was up 1-0 late. And then the Trojans got busy. Tied it up. And with 2 minutes to go, this young man scores the game winner for Lyman Hall. He is, of course, Mr. Devin Isufi Jr. Midfielder gets across from Yaya Cardad, a previous Record Journal Athlete of the Week nominee. And Devin converts. Gave Lyman Hall the 2-1 win. Find a way to end the season for Coach Arnie Jandro's club. Devin will be back next year. For now, congratulations, young man. You are boys nominee number 1 here in Week 8. Second nominee, we're going over to the football field. We're going down to Cheshire. You know, the Rams had lost 3 straight. Things were going a little rocky for the Rams after their 3-0 start. NFA came to town for an Alliance game last Friday, and the Rams got down to business. 32-0 to end that 3-game slide. And a big part of it on both sides of the ball and on special teams. Right here, Mr. E.J. Quint Sr. Hey, you know, in the movie Jaws, Quint got eaten by the shark. Quint the fisherman. Quint the football player. He ate up NFA, baby. 2 touchdown receptions. He also picked off a pass, had a long punt return. Like I say, E.J. Quint does it in all 3 phases of the game for the Rams. He leads the team with 13 catches for 319 yards and 5 touchdowns. He's picked off 3 passes, and he is boys nominee number 2 here in Week 8. Our third and final boys nominee, hey, we just saw his teammate, Mr. Javon Thomas. We have a 4th Southington nominee from football for this season. Will the Blue Knights make it 4-0? I don't know, this guy's a pretty good one. He is defensive end, Mr. Jackson Rusicki. Jackson Rusicki, get this the other night against East Hartford. The Blue Knights hold the Hornets to 0 rushing yards, by and large because they had 9 sacks. Jackson had 5 of them. The dude had 5 sacks in one night, part of an 11-tackle night for Jackson. Fine player coming off the edge at defensive end for the season. He leads the Blue Knights with 59 tackles and 9 quarterback sacks. Hey, man, that's pretty good for a baseball player because that's the sport Jackson's heading down to North Carolina to play next year. Woo! For now, Jackson, for your exploits in football, you are boys nominee number 3. Now, you may have noticed if you're a faithful watcher of this show, and I'm sure there are some out there, right, Aaron? I'm sure with all the fan mail we get, you'll probably notice that Rusicki, the name sounds familiar, and you're thinking, wait a minute. There was a Rusicki back in Week 1, I think it was. She plays soccer for Southington. Julia Rusicki, right? Absolutely, you're correct. Julia Rusicki, younger sister of Jackson, was nominated in Week 1. And I got to say, Aaron, I didn't really intend this. It just kind of worked out that way. this kind of is the brother-sister edition of Record Journal Athlete of the Week, because our first girls nominee, her older sister, was nominated earlier this year. She is, lo and behold, Miss Stacy Casorla, freshman from the Sheehan girls soccer team. Her middle sister, Kate, was nominated earlier this year. There's also Amy Casorla, the oldest. She was nominated last year. I think we've touched all the Casorla bases, Aaron. We nominated Stacy because on Saturday in the SEC quarterfinals, it's Sheehan against Cheshire, scoreless. Time is running out, about 3.5 minutes to go. And young Stacy here scores off a feed from Elena D'Angelo, gives the Titans a 1-zip victory. What a win, what a goal for the freshman. And hey, it's Tuesday morning as we shoot this. Later today, Sheehan will be down in Woodbridge to face Amity in the SEC semifinals. Good luck to you. Good luck to you, Stacy. For now, you are girls nominee number 1 here in Week 8. Our last 2 girls nominees, what sports we got in mind there? Well, I'll tell you what, they're also soccer players. And I got to say, Aaron, before we move on, I think the girl swimmers out there are probably saying right now, wait a minute, whoa, time out. Soccer players, we had field hockey players, we had volleyball players. How many swimmers did we have this year in Record Journal Athlete of the Week? And I confess, mea culpa, just 1. But listen, we're following the swimmers. Their postseason meets are coming up. And you can bet we're going to have a fine all-Record Journal swim team. And we should probably do a video for all RJ swim team to introduce all our fine swimmer, Aaron. Okay? You all right with that, brother? Put it on your list of 900 things to do. Swimmers, we're going to get to you. Don't you worry, girls. For now, though, our final 2 nominees of the fall season, they are both soccer players. The first one, she is from Southington. Lady Knights, they're getting back at it. They are in the groove. The other day, they beat Glastonbury, Nemesis Glastonbury. They who had defeated the Blue Knights in the Class L 2019 state final 2-1 zip. Earlier this year was 2-1 over Glastonbury. Well, Southington got its revenge on Saturday. They beat Glastonbury 2-1 right up the street here. And the girl who got both goals for the Blue Knights right here, Miss Nina Muir. She's a senior. She can get up and down the field. She can put the ball in the back of the net. She has 11 goals on the season, and she had the 2 to beat the Tomahawks. Nina, Maria, Santa Maria Pinto. Hey, I forget the name of the ships. Right now, you're the ship that's sailing for the Southington Lady Knights. You are girls nominee number 2 in Week 8. Our third and final nominee, hey, we have been watching all year long the Maloney girls soccer team. They're having a season unlike any other. It's the best by far in their history. Coach Owen McClure and his girls, what a great year they're having. They're finishing up against Platt on Tuesday evening. They're looking like they're going to be just behind Amity in the Class L rankings. Just a tremendous season for Maloney, 13-1-2. And we've had 2 nominees before, 2 winners from this team, Molly Marcus, Mackenzie McCormick. We've got a third. She is the sophomore goaltender, Miss Cassidy Kolachiko. What a great season for Cassidy, only a sophomore. And, you know, she replaced a 4-year starter in Abby Lespier, who was a tremendous athlete for Maloney. And, you know, once Cassidy settled in, boy, I'll tell you, well, let these numbers speak for themselves. She and the Spartans have 11 shutouts on the year. They've given up 9 goals. They have more shutouts than goals allowed. And I think all but 2 of those goals came in the first 4 games of the season. 11 shutouts, 9 goals against. You know, there's one game Cassidy in warm-ups dislocated her finger. You know, she's a gamer. She gets after it. She keeps playing. Congratulations to Cassidy and the Spartans on such a fine season. We're really looking forward to see what they can do in the Class L state tournament. For now, Miss Cassidy Kolachiko, girls nominee number 3 here in Week 8. And on that note, Aaron, gosh, I must be a little over-caffeinated. I'm babbling on and on here. We've got our final slate of nominees in the books. It's Wednesday, about 6 o'clock when you're first watching this. You have from now through Sunday at midnight to vote. I'd like to see some good voting totals for the final week of the season to sign off in a good way. And we'll bring you our winners next week, one last show. Then we take a break for a couple months for the state tournaments and the All-RJ teams. And we'll be back in January with the winter edition. For now, I am Brian Carpenter, sports editor of the Meriden Record Journal. My best always to my man, Aaron Flom, for waking me up at the crack of dawn today. My man, Shawnee the Kid Krosick, for running around and doing all the interviews. And my co-star, my man, my son, Daniel Joseph Carpenter. Thank God we have Danny to save our show, Aaron. Danny, thank you very much for indulging your old dad. Hey, we appreciate you folks watching. Remember to vote myrecordjournal.com/athletes. We'll be back for one last wrap-up of the winners next week, and we'll see you in the winter. Be good.